Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey and I love all things beauty and makeup. And this is my declutter series. I am very proud of the amount of stuff that I was able to get rid of. All the old stuff has been thrown away and then the rest of it has found a new home. So if you are interested in seeing my declutter series, make sure you stay tuned. You will see the same intro for all of them because it's all the same. I'm not giving anything away to subscribers or people who watch the video, and don't take offense if I got rid of some of your favorite things, kept some of your least favorite things, but I would love to know if you enjoy this type of content. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all again. Alright, so starting my declutter series with some of my smaller categories that I'm just going to bunch up all together. This is setting sprays, there's body glitter, bronzer, a face palette, primer, foundation, concealer, and powder. This is all I have for all of those categories, and so let's get into it. I also probably will not be decluttering very much since it is such a small category. So we have the Glamlight Fresh Prince setting spray. I've only used this once. It's full and I'm going to keep that. And then I have the Hangover RX 3-in-1 by Too Faced. This is almost empty. I would say I would not repurchase this. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but I am going to use it up since it is almost gone. I have the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I use this to spray my shimmers. Keeping that. This is the Shrek Body Glitter in Ogres Are Like Onions. I just got this. I haven't tried it to see if I like it or what I could possibly use it for, so I am going to keep that. And then my bronzers, we have the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Matte. This is my everyday bronzer. It definitely goes on a lot darker with a brush, but that is my main bronzer. We have the Buttermelt bronzer in Deserve Butter. I don't use this one a lot. I find this has a very red tint to it. Well, it is soft and it's nice, but it is a lot more pigmented and has a redder undertone than the other one. I have to be very light-handed when I use this. For the face palette, all I have is the NARS Hot Escape Cheek Palette. This is in number 1, so this was the lightest one. So it has Thrill and Bad Behavior for the blush, Ophelia for the highlighter, and Laguna for the bronzer. And I got this during the summer last year. This is what it looks like. I really loved this when I started first using it. It's like an in-between the NYX and the Too Faced. And then the highlighter is really nice. It's a little bit deep, so again, I have to be light-handed when I use it. This is the Shimmery Blush. It's very, very pretty. And this is the Matte Blush. It looks bright pink, but when you actually put it on and blend it out, it's really nice. So I'm keeping that. And then I only have one primer. I did use up my mini Professional. This is the NYX, the Marshmallow Primer. Not my favorite, wouldn't repurchase, but I would repurchase the Professional Primer from Benefit, but not this. I will keep it because that's all I have. I'm going to use it up and then find something else to use. Then we have the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is so beautiful on the skin. If you use a brush, it can be sheared out, and I think this is, of what I have, this is my favorite foundation. It's the one I use the most, so I'm going to keep that. The e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. So some days this looks good, some days it doesn't. I am going to keep it just because I don't have a lot, and all of these three are pretty new. They're less than a year old, so I am going to try and use them up. And then I have the CC color correcting. This is not full coverage. If you try to make it full coverage, it's going to look extremely cakey and greasy. So I find I have to use like a very little amount of it and then shear it out, and I have to set this or it's like Grease City. And then I have the CoverGirl Clean Invisible. This one I can make work. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. But I found if I use a thin layer, set it, it ends up looking really pretty. And then I only have one concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I don't really use this. I used to use it under my eyes. Not a good idea. It looks crepey and heavy. I don't usually spot conceal now anymore either, just because I think letting the natural skin through looks better, for me at least. So I'm gonna keep this, but I'll have to find a use for it. I have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I have very little left. I am going to finish this up. I might need to repress my leftover powder in the middle since there is so little. Now, the e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder. This is really old. I did hit pan on it, but I do not like this powder. If you use it to touch up or set, it looks cakey. So I'm going to declutter that. And then I have the Studio Max Fix. I used to use this just as like a powder foundation, but now I use it to set my liquid foundation, just like a light layer over the top, and I like it. I have the Maybelline Fit Me. Again, I use it as a setting powder. I'm gonna keep that. And this is the Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous Translucent Finishing Powder. This is really old and I don't like it, so I'm gonna declutter that. And then I have the Anastasia Beverly Hill Loose Setting Powder. Very expensive. I'm gonna keep this. And then I have the Airspun Original. I honestly do not know how old this is, so I'm probably gonna declutter this. Oh, that just got dust everywhere. So the first declutter, not very big. I didn't declutter much. I am getting rid of 3 old products and then keeping everything else because they are newer. And I think the upcoming declutters for lips and cheeks and palettes are going to be way better, and I hope to see you there. Alright, so this is my eyeliner. So pencil, liquid, and mascaras along with my primer. This is the only primer I have. It is a little dirty because I use it every day. And this is probably my tried and true. I would repurchase this. I've tried the Milk eye primer and did not like it. I thought it was absolutely horrible. It made my eyeshadow crease, and that one does not. So I will be keeping that. And then to start off with mascara, this is the Essence Lash Princess. I don't even know if this is still good. This is old and it sounds liquidy in there. But I think I'm going to get rid of this. And then I have the Shrek Burgundy mascara. It's called Dragon. I have not opened this yet or tried it, so I'm going to keep that. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is the one I am currently using. And then this is the Betty Boop Glam Light mascara. This was actually a backup I had because I loved the first one so much, I got a backup. So this one, even though it's not even though it's out of the packaging, I haven't opened it, so it's still good. I'm going to keep this one. Next we'll start with the liquid liners. So I didn't actually buy these 3 right here. They were sent when I was making Glamlight orders. They would throw like a set of lashes in there, and then the liquid eyeliners. This one's also Glamlight. This is the Ghost Face one. I've used this once, I think. It's very tight in there. They all have like this little felt tip. Still good. It's a little tiny tube. I don't do liquid liner a lot, but in case I do feel like it, I'm going to keep this one. And I don't think I've used any of these. So this one kind of has the felt tip again. It's very pigmented. I'm going to keep at least one. That one showed up better than the other one. And I'm not going to be passing these on just because these were things that are on the, like, directly in the eye line. So I don't think I need 3 liquid liners. So I'm going to keep these 2 and then declutter these 2. These I might pass on because I haven't used them on my eyes. And they will go to like friends and family. I won't be giving them away to strangers. This is the MAC Color Excess Glide or Die. This is dirty. I use this every day in my tight line. This is the one I'm currently working on. And then I have the Kohl liner from Rimmel London. This is really old. I don't even know if this brand is still around. This seems a little bit dry. I'm going to get rid of that. And then I have the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On in Black Market. This one is still really creamy. I'm going to keep that. And then Too Faced Killer Liner. That was barely on there. This might be dried out. This isn't dried out, but it does tug a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of this one because this one's old. And then we have all of the Odin's eyeliners that I have. I did declutter some back, I think it was during the summer, that had dried out. So this one, I think I just used this one. I'm just checking to make sure they're still good. They don't have a smell to them yet, so I'm just making sure that they're not dry. These are a little old, so I don't know how much longer I will be keeping them. I threw the packaging that it came in away, so I don't have all the names. I just have the number. So this is 11, the yellow was 3, and this one was 7. This one is in 14. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it, so that one looks like it's kind of metallic, which I don't have a problem with metallic liners. And then we have the number 8, which is like a light purple. This one may be coming to an end soon. And then we have number 4, which is like a mint pastel. We have 13. It's a brown. And then we have number 9, which is a blue. It's a little bit darker than that. So next we have a number 1. This is like a pink. And then we have number 5. This is a bright green. number 15. I will say, normally, this is not a category that goes up a lot. It just went up recently because of what I got for Christmas. This is their black. The orange, I have used this one quite a few times. So I don't have like a ton of different brands or anything like that. And I don't really see myself, this is a shimmery brown, going up again in this category, but I think maybe using up a black this year would be nice. This is the number 6. This is kind of like a sage green. And then we have the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. This is in Fire Breath. This is supposed to be multi-chrome. It goes red to green. It is so pretty. I've used this one and I absolutely loved it. If you hear any noises, my daughter has woken up from her nap. So these are the metallic gel liners from Cosmic Beauty that came out with their Starlight collection. So and then we have Whimsical. This is like a white. And then we have Astral, which is a purple. These are so pretty. And then we have Sunburst. This one's like a golden color. So we are decluttering 5 and we are keeping 4. $27 items. So 1 mascara, 4 eyeliners, 4 mascaras, a primer, and then the rest are eyeliners, which are the pens and 2 liquids. So I'm pretty happy with this. I definitely want to try and get as much use as possible out of these this year. I'm thinking the Odin's Eyes are starting to get a little bit old, so they may be decluttered next year, and I might need to look at another brand for eyeliners because I don't know if they still have these or not. So if you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe to the video, and I will see you for the next declutter.